We are less than 7 hours away from Sunday Night Football at the time of this recording, and I'm nervous. I'm also excited, and I wanted to get a video out because it's a late game. Usually we'd be live right now, but we got to wait until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports. I am your host, Fred Alper, and on today's show, I got 5 Patriots players that you got to watch for tonight's Sunday Night Football game against the Bills. They're not picking the Patriots to win this one. 7.5-point underdogs. It's at Highmark Stadium. It is the last time the Patriots and the Bills will face off at their old stadium, as next year the Bills will move into their brand new stadium. But it is an interesting game. It's exciting. A lot of people are predicting this to be close, including myself. And I think this is the game for Drake Maye to prove himself to be one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. But we will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You're not going to want to miss out. So if you're watching this video right now, come join back in later tonight for the game. We're going to be live watch party, highlights, analysis, everything that you can imagine. So hit subscribe right now. Let's talk about the first player that we have to watch for, and I think this is an obvious one. And that, of course, is the quarterback, Drake Maye. And everybody's talking about, this could be, Patriots fans are talking about it. This could be the new Brady versus Manning. But Drake Maye has looked incredible the last 4 weeks. But it's also been kind of easy competition. You play the Raiders, you played the Steelers, you played the Carolina Panthers, and you played the Dolphins. Now you're facing the one of 2 only undefeated teams left in the NFL. Tonight is the game where Drake Maye can prove himself to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Statistically, he's already there. You see him. He's top 5 in pretty much every category, specifically completion percentage and QB rating. Almost 1,000 yards. Before we saw that Sunday night game with Dak Prescott and Jordan Love, he was top 5, but then they threw for each like 300 yards, and that was it. But 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If he plays well tonight, the narratives are going to start. And we're already having some narratives starting after the last 3 games that we saw Drake Maye compete in. And he's along the likes of some of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. We obviously talk about the GOAT, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning. This is most consecutive games with 75% completion percentage and 2 passing touchdowns in a row. Drake Maye's at 3. Tom Brady had the 4 back in the undefeated regular season in 2007. But if you notice, all people on that list have won the MVP in that year. I don't know if Drake Maye's going to win the MVP this year, but he's along the likes of Hall of Fame QBs. Future Hall of Fame QBs, too, with Aaron Rodgers. But I don't need to see Maye throw the ball that much. Obviously, you want him to go for another 2 touchdowns and another 250 yards. I want to see Drake Maye use his legs. The Bills are one of the worst teams at defending the quarterback run. And we've seen Drake Maye can make plays with his legs. He's outran J.J. Watt. He's outran Matthew Judon. It's 3rd down, and you break contain. Drake Maye can make it happen while running the ball. So I want to see him use his legs tonight, please. But also, slide. Please slide. Next guy you want to watch for, it's got to be the wide receiver that broke out last year, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stefon Diggs. And when we're talking about Stefon Diggs, it's a former team. It's against his former team, the Buffalo Bills. I know he played for the Texans last year, but he was a little quiet the first couple weeks of the season. And then against Carolina, it was just all out. We're going hard. Stefon Diggs has arrived as the Patriots wide receiver. On the year, obviously, he's leading the team in receptions. He's leading the team in yards. 19 for 213. No touchdowns yet. No touchdowns. I might want to see Stefon Diggs kind of get a touchdown tonight. If you're using Prize Picks, if you're using whatever you like to do to pick games, I think Stefon Diggs might get a touchdown, his first one. Because I asked this question, and I know he's already played the Buffalo Bills when he was a member of the Texans last year. I think it was honestly almost a year ago to the day. Is this personal for Stefon Diggs, playing against his former team? And we heard throughout the week, Sean McDermott was talking about, hey, this is a really good team. Stefon Diggs is still a really good wide receiver. And also, Stefon Diggs was talking about, well, they're still good without me, and that shows what they are. But does he want to show them what they're missing? And 22 targets for Stefon Diggs on the season so far, and actually 4 games, not 3 games, but 19 receptions, 213 yards, and an average catch of 11.2. Every time he catches the ball, it's most likely a first down. Could this be personal for Diggs? Could he be wanting to prove to them that, yeah, I'm a part of a great team. I'm still relevant in this league? Because it felt like towards the end of his Bills career, or Bills tenure, I should say, that he fell off. They weren't really targeting him that much. And Josh Allen, they said it best. I think he said that I like getting the ball to everybody. And that was kind of a shot at Diggs. So maybe this was a real personal for him. And he was absolutely just unleashed last week against Carolina. I mean, the 6 catches, he had 100 yards. It helps him with another milestone that he's going for. Drake Maye was looking for him every single point of the way, specifically on 3rd down. But there was one change from the first couple weeks going into last week, and that was he was put in the slot. And that's why we've seen Pop Douglas kind of his role diminish on this team. You have to keep Stefon Diggs in the slot. You can keep Kayshon Boutte out wide. You can keep Mac Hollins out wide. But you have to keep Stefon Diggs in the slot if you want to be successful. We've saw that Diggs, he's still working back from his ACL, but if you keep him in the slot, he can go across the middle. He can run those corner routes. It helps him. Don't put him outside. It does not work. I'll ask you guys. Predict it for me. I'm going to put the line at 65.5 yards receiving for Stefon Diggs tonight. What do you guys think? Go down in the comments section right now. Give me the more or give me the less. Let me know down in the comments section. Next player we want to watch for, and this was an absolute miracle because I was a little scared throughout the week. And it's Milton Williams, the defensive tackle that's coming over from the Eagles, and he has been tremendous so far this season. And I mean absolutely great. And there was a little bit of a scare for Milton Williams. We thought that possibly that he was not going to play. He started off on Wednesday, and he showed up to practice, and then he was limited. Thursday, he didn't practice, and then Friday, he went back to practice, and then we saw this coming at, look at the time, 5 o'clock in the morning. Rap sheet, get some rest, my guy. Standout Milton Williams, who missed a practice this week with an ankle injury, should be good to go against the Bills. Sources said he was questionable. And I just want to put up this graphic real quick, and it shows the pressure percentage and time per pressure from defensive tackles. And we know that the defensive tackles for the New England Patriots are just threatening. You can find him out there, like at the top right is not Milton Williams, it's Christian Barmore, but you can find him a little bit lower and to the left, and you see Milton Williams right there. He has been incredible for the Patriots. And I mean absolutely incredible for the Pats. And you need him out there if you want to have any chance at succeeding in this game. Because if you can't get pressure to Josh Allen, you're going to be struggling. You are absolutely going to be struggling. And also, one of the best parts about the Bills' offense is the running back game. I put the photo in there, Will. It should be in there now. I fixed it for us. It might come up. But the running back game is what you have to worry about the most with the Buffalo Bills. I think they're first or second in rushing yards per game, and it's thanks to James Cook, who is having an amazing season. 400 yards, a 5.3 yards per carry average. He's averaging 5 yards a carry, which is crazy. 5 touchdowns. Like, you want to talk about threatening on the run with Josh Allen? James Cook has emerged himself as one of the top running backs in football. And without Milton Williams, kind of going right into the trenches in the offensive line, you're screwed. So you need him out there to stop the run and also get pressure to Josh Allen. Next guy need to watch for, the second game back, Mr. Gonzo, Christian Gonzalez. And you could see immediately the change of pace between the first 3 weeks of the season and then this week. And Christian Gonzalez, he was out with a hamstring injury. I didn't even think he was 100% going in against that game against Carolina. It was his first game back. And he was a little hesitant, a little iffy going through that start of the game because you saw Tetero McMillan push off. Yeah, he pushed off and then also just kind of caught the pass. But after that, I mean, Christian Gonzalez was spectacular. He was great. He was absolutely great. And is that tweet in there? But he was incredible against against Tedero McMillan. It was like, I think it was only 3 catches allowed. There we go. 11 routes, 3 targets, 2 catches allowed, 31 yards total, and 3 tackles. For you to come back and play like that to start was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. And I really want to see what Gonzo can do coming back, getting even more healthy going into that second game, because he's going to be on Keon Coleman. He's going to be on Khalil Shakir. He also last week played on one side of the ball, so whenever it was on the left side, that's where he was guarding. Maybe you can see him kind of moving over each side. You kind of have to see what that's going to be like. But the main person you have to look for on the Bills is Dalton Kincaid. I'm not worried about Shakir. I'm not worried about Keon Coleman. I think I can't even name the other wide receiver, but it's only Gonzo's second game back. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to get healthy. But how he played against Tedero McMillan was more than impressive. It was way more than impressive. And you could see, I like you, Alex Austin. I like you, but I want to see Gonzo back on the field and healthy for the entire time. I want to see him on the field for the entire game. Last one you look for, and it's not really one player, but it is an entire group of players, and that's the Patriots' offensive line. And the offensive line pass blocking has been actually serviceable. I was kind of scared going into this year on how it was going to be. I was very scared on if it was going to be like last year. Are we going to have problems with Badarian Lowe? But Will Campbell, Jared Wilson, Garrett Bradbury, who's been great, Morgan Moses, and Micah Wenu have been locked down. And then Will Campbell, he did have a little bit iffy game against the Steelers, but coming back against the Carolina Panthers, he was insane. 0 sacks allowed, 0 QB hits, 0 pressures, 0 hurries, 100% efficiency. That's what you want out of your 4th overall pick. He's been great. So you got to watch out for Joey Bosa tonight. But last week, it was Ben Brown who stepped in. And he played a really, really good job at left guard. Well, Ben Brown, you're moving back to the bench because Jared Wilson is back. And he's another rookie, but he's also a guy that has looked really good for this Patriots offensive line. He's more of your better run blocker than pass blocker. He struggled a little bit in the passing game, but he has been a great pick for the New England Patriots. An absolute great pick for this team. And I love to see him back. He missed last week with an ankle injury, but he is back tonight. He will play. And you're going to have to protect Drake Maye to win. Drake Maye is not going to be good if you don't give him time to throw. So the offensive line is going to have to step up. You're going to have to step up. You're going to have to play your very, very best game because this is an undefeated team. One of the best teams in the league. One of the Super Bowl contending teams. It's weighing 2. Super Bowl contending teams. And it's going to be stressful. I might crash out on the stream tonight. But I haven't been looking forward to a regular season game like this. It's the biggest regular season game that I've called it since almost 2018. So, who you got? New England, or are you one of those lonely Buffalo fans? Go down in the comments section right now. And don't forget, we are live 7 p.m. Eastern Time for our watch party. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe today. Hit those noties because you don't want to miss 7 p.m. We'll see you there. Let's go, Pats.